Hi, I'm Leon, the founder of Audio Advice. Setting up your Cambridge Audio Alva ST turntable will be fun. It should only take a few minutes. I hope this video enables you to be spinning some vinyl and enjoying music faster than you expected. The first step is to find a good location for your turntable. If you have large speakers, it's a good idea to not put your new turntable next to your speakers. Having your turntable too close to speakers can cause acoustic feedback, which is a howling sound you'll only need to hear once to know you've done something wrong. Help your turntable get off to a good start by putting it on a solid level surface. I suggest you unbox your turntable either on the floor or on a table near its final position, save all the packing as it'll come in handy if you move, and lay everything out so it's easy to get to. Go ahead and put your turntable in the spot you picked out for it. I feel like it's best to connect everything up before you do the final assembly, as it's easier to turn things around while the turntable is not fully assembled and everything should still be protected at this point. Okay, your Alva ST comes with some really good cables actually, and there's a little red line and a black line on them to indicate the red and the white here. So you simply just plug those in, make sure they're snug. And if you're going to use the phono preamp built into the Alva ST, which I highly recommend, you want to make sure this little switch over here is in the line position, which is to the right. Now, if you're going to use a separate phono preamp, you slide it over here, and then you're going to want to connect the ground wire. And it comes with a separate ground wire, and you just slide this little spade lug under the post here, and the other end will go to your amp or phono preamp that's got the ground on it. Okay, now we'll connect the power supply, and you'll need to find the piece that looks like this, and it just slides onto it like so and clicks. When it clicks, you know you're good. And the other end goes right here. So just plug that in, make sure it's snug, and then this goes into an AC outlet. Now we're going to put the platter on. It's got a little red thing here holding the belt for you, and just center it up on the center spindle here. And then this part, I'm ambivalent over where you want to try this or just use your fingers, because I got it twisted the first time I did this. But this goes around the pulley on the motor. Yep, gonna need to use the fingers. Make sure your hands are clean before you do this as well, and make sure it's not twisted. And there we go. Next, put this heavy mat on, and we're good with that part. Now here's the part where you need to be just a little bit careful. We've got to balance the tone arm. Your phono cartridge came in a head shell, and this just pushes on right here. Turn the mount till it's snug. Then take off the little wire ties that hold down the tone arm. And this is the part you got to be careful with. Just pull the Stylus guard straight off the cartridge. Save this. You'll need this if you move or if you're cleaning your turntable. It's a good idea to put that back on there. Then this is the counterweight. This goes onto the back of the arm with these little lines facing towards the front. There's two ways you can do this actually, because I discovered these little lines clue us in as to the tracking force. Make sure your anti-skate is set to 0 before you start. Then this is where we're going to try to balance the arm. And you'll have to put your Q lever down and kind of hold the arm above. And that's actually got too much force on the back side. If we go too far forward, it just goes down. You gotta be careful here so you don't snag your stylus, and you want this to just float. That's really close right there. Then lock it down, and then holding the back of the weight, turn the front dial until you see one of the bigger lines. Then turn the whole thing counterclockwise past 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and that gets you to the 2 grams tracking force that you need. Now, if you want to use the Ortofon Stylus pressure gauge and get to the same place, it's got a little slot here that says 2. This comes with the turntable, by the way. This is a little harder, I think. And that's floating, and that's how we want it. So that's 2 grams as well. So when this floats, that indicates it's at 2 grams. Once you're done with the counterweight, set your anti-skate to 2. To match the tracking force. That is the tracking force recommended for this cartridge. So if you want to set up Bluetooth, the first thing you're going to have to do is turn off everything in your house that has Bluetooth on it, except the device you're trying to pair to, if it's a pair of headphones or a Bluetooth receiver, because there's no way to tell what it's connecting to, and it'll just grab the first thing it sees, and it likes to grab television, is what we found. So turn off everything, and then you want to set it into Bluetooth on mode, and then you just push the pairing light, and it'll start flashing. Then once it pairs, it'll go solid blue. And if you don't want that light on, you can slide it to the middle position after it's paired, and then that light won't be back behind there. The next step is to install the dust cover. These little things they're keyed, they slide right in. And then you'll notice these slots on the back of the dust cover. And you just slide them in. All set. Okay, now, and I forgot to tell you, when you're doing the Bluetooth, you do have to make sure this power switch is turned into the on position, because it's got a two-way position here. It's on, then to start it up, you press 33. When you want to stop it, you press it again. You don't have to turn, or you can turn the master power switch off. Anyway, we'll start it up. Lower the arm over the record. And we're done. When it gets to the end of the record, this is a manual turntable. So you will just lift it up, break it back to its rest, turn it off. Audio Advice is an authorized dealer of high-performance audio products from great brands all around the world. If you have questions or need audio advice, you can chat with an expert at audioadvice.com, call us, or visit one of our world-class showrooms in Raleigh and Charlotte, North Carolina. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel to see more content like this posted on a weekly basis. We'll see you next time.